Hey, welcome to Senior Living. I'm Doug Thaker. Thank you so much for being with us. You're watching an award-winning program. Did you know that? Absolutely. The Area Agency on Aging said, hey, this is the program to watch, and we're going to come to you tonight with tons and tons of information that you need to know. Hey, we've got the people from the National Eligibility Solutions. Folks, thank you very, very much for being on Senior Living. Don
Welcome.
Chapin is with us. You're the president.
Yes, I am.
Okay, and I've got also with me is Patty Jackson. Can I say that all right?
You
Patty?
can call me Patty, that's
Okay,
correct.
and Patty is the CEO. Just quickly, give me a thumbnail sketch. What are we talking about here? What are we going to be talking about?
Okay. Well, Patty and I came together about 3.5 years ago. I had been in my own practice as a certified elder law attorney, and Patty had a background in finance and also Medicaid eligibility in hospitals. So NES is a consulting firm for the healthcare business to empower consumers to know what to do when they're running into a long-term care financial problem.
Okay, and that's very common today, Patty.
Very common. Very common today. What's going on in the industry today is most families do not know where to begin when the healthcare crisis happens. They're lost, they're confused, they're paralyzed by all the different information that's available. And so at NES, we want to have one-stop shopping where they could come to one place and identify what it is that they need to do in a plan to help their loved one.
No question about it. And certainly, Don, one of the things that we encounter, and I'm one of those senior citizens, is not only lack of information, and of course that's where you people come in beautifully without that, but I think another very, very key issue for all of us in this elderly bracket is a thing called, who can I trust?
Exactly. Well, that's a very key issue. And many times people come in and they say, how do I know what you tell me is true? And I said, you don't really. You need to use your intuition and to evaluate people based on your feeling of whether you can trust them or not. Right. This is very emotional stuff.
Oh,
and so people need to really trust the person that they're dealing with because basically they're telling them the life story and how they got to that point. What we do is we analyze the need for the level of care for the individual that's disabled, whether it's the husband or wife, and then we analyze the finances of how to pay for that care, whether it's at home, assisted living, or in a nursing home. We want to make sure that the family has the financial wherewithal to pay for the care no matter where the medical professional says is appropriate.
Great.
And that's a good point because when the families come in to see us, so often they're a little bit hesitant to share everything that's happened in the course of those finances, and legacies are very important. And so we set an environment where it's safe. You know, we're not there to judge if the one brother has been getting tons of money from mom and dad for the lifespan, or the niece or the granddaughter that's been living there with mom and dad. We set a very, very comfortable, confident, trustworthy environment so we can identify everything that's gone on in the financial environment of that family. So it's no guesswork as far as who they've given money to and what's happened with the money. We just want to know how to do a good inventory to determine next steps.
Right. Listen, I'm going to take a quick break, okay, and we're going to come back.
Okay.
Once again, we're talking to the folks from the National Eligibility Solutions. They're out of Dublin, Ohio, and what we're providing you is it's tons of information, everything from Medicare to Medicaid, long-term care. You need to know, as they said, whether it's in your home or whether it's in an institution. This is very important stuff, folks. We're glad they're here tonight.